my name is Vi Kakares. I'm a senior here at Illinois Wesleyan, and I'm double majoring in English writing and Hispanic studies, and I also have a minor in international economics. Last year, around this time, I was in Seville, Spain, where I spent 5 months as part of a journalism, communications, and new media program, and it was definitely one of the best experiences. I miss it every day, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about my experience there. So first I'm going to start off by saying why I chose the program, this specific program in Sevilla. I actually didn't go with an IWU program. I found this program on my own through CIEE. And this program, like I said before, was specifically for new media, journalism, and communications. And what was special about all the courses is that they were all taught in Spanish. So it really combined both of my majors in English writing and in Spanish. Eventually, I want to go into journalism, so I thought this was the perfect experience to kind of combine everything I've learned here and apply it abroad and in the real world. So I took 5 journalism courses, a variety. There was news writing and reporting, there was digital video reporting, photojournalism, social justice and media. So the basis of all of my classes was going out into the community of Sevilla, interviewing natives in Spanish, which was kind of scary at first because I speak Spanish fluently, but it's scary when you're thrown in to speak with natives. And then after I interviewed them, I would make a documentary, or I would write a news report, or I would take a photo, and I would create these really cool projects. And in my job interviews recently, I made a portfolio with all my work, and it's really helped me out. So that was a little bit about why I chose the program. It fit all my interests, and it was definitely perfect for me. I think the scariest part before going abroad for me was thinking about the living situation. I lived with a host family. A lot of students do live with host families, but some also live in college dorms or apartments, but I really wanted to be integrated into the culture. So I took the risk and I lived with a host family. My host family was wonderful. From the moment I got off that plane, they erased any nerves I had. It is kind of weird at first going into a stranger's home, but they really did feel like family to me by the end of the experience. I had a mother, a father. They had a daughter who was 25 and then another daughter who was 30 years old. She didn't live in the house, but she would visit us occasionally. And I have so many memories with my host family. I would say one of my favorite memories was sitting at the dinner table every night, and we would watch a Spanish TV show called First Dates. And it was basically Spaniards going on blind dates. And we would just laugh every night at dinner. It was really our way of bonding over the show. And my host family, in addition to that, they taught me so much about Sevilla's culture and traditions. The biggest week in Sevilla is called Semana Santa. It's their Holy Week before Easter, and it is one of the craziest, most special things I've ever seen, and I had my host family there to really guide me through all of that. So I developed this really special relationship with them. We ate dinner and lunch every day together. They taught me about culture. They encouraged me to speak Spanish, and it was my birthday in April when I was there, and they actually surprised me with a cake. They took me out to dinner and they bought me presents. So that's when I really knew these people really care for me, and they made my experience so special. They were the basis of my experience. I would say the best tip I would give for somebody going abroad is really just to enjoy every day. And I know that sounds super simple and maybe a little cliche, but when I was in Spain, I really tried to cherish every single moment. And I'm talking about the little things, not the big things. Every day I would just walk down my street, or I would walk past the famous river in Sevilla, or I would just appreciate the buildings because they're so different. They're like pastel colors and they're super tall and narrow, so different than where we live here in Bloomington. So really take in the little things, talk to people, make friendships, look at the things around you every day, because when I was getting ready to leave Sevilla in my last month in May, I really got really sad because I was like, wow, all the things I took for granted every day, I'm not gonna be able to see these things anymore. So my biggest tip is really just to enjoy all the little things. Don't force anything, take every day as it is, because 4 months, 5 months, maybe even a year seems like a lot, but it's really not. It flies when you're there. By the time you get there, it feels like you're leaving already. So I would really just recommend to take it in, take it all in, enjoy every moment, and connect with, for me, with Spaniards, but wherever you're going, connect with locals, because that's so important and they're gonna be a really big part of your experience. I would say if you're on the fence of studying abroad, it's completely normal to feel like that, but it truly is one of the best experiences. It's not just about the credits you get and the classes you take, but it's about living somewhere else. It's about taking risks and challenging yourself. I know that I personally learned so much. I didn't know I was capable of doing all the things I did when I was in Spain. I remember the first moment when I was in O'Hare Airport and I was flying there, and I had just said goodbye to my parents, and I was sitting on the plane, and I remember this moment saying, oh my God, this is the scariest moment of my life. What am I doing? But it was also the most exciting moment of my life. And then when I got there, everything just kind of fell into place. So I would say if you're on the fence of studying abroad, really push yourself, because it's not an easy thing to do. It's not easy to get up, pack your bags by yourself and go to a foreign country. But at the end, you're going to gain so much, and you're going to wish you were there every day. Like I wish I'm there every day right now. So do it, study abroad.